Hi guys, so today I am doing my junior year wrap-up video or quick overview on junior year. I have done these videos since I believe 7th grade. I thought that it would be appropriate to do a junior year wrap-up video since I've done one for every year of high school. I don't remember what I called them, like junior year in review, my junior year. And so I'm going to talk about it, and then I always do like a little montage of a bunch of pictures from that year. So I am now a senior. I am finally on my last year of high school. I'm very, very excited. A lot of people are scared. I'm not really scared. I'm just really excited because I want to go to college and I want to get my life started. I don't want to waste my time in high school with all these hoes. So, junior year for me, I would give a solid 3. Okay? Freshman year, I'd give a 7. Sophomore year, I'd probably give an 8 or a 9. Junior year, a solid 3 or 4. 4 is pushing it. A lot of people say that your junior year of high school is the hardest. Definitely correct. A lot of people say sophomore year was hard. No, honey. Wait, just wait. I died junior year. My grades in the toilet. I have to retake classes because I don't like the grades I got. I took English 11 honors, which was pretty hard. I'm usually really good at English, but this year it just not good. I took entrepreneurship, which ended up being one of my favorite classes because I really do like entrepreneurship and I really like business classes, so I really liked that, and it was a good eye-opener. Like, it showed me what I might want to do when I'm older because I did love that class. I took Spanish 1. Funny story, I was supposed to be in Spanish 3, but they put me back in Spanish 1 because I went straight into Spanish 2, skipped Spanish 1. They put me in I don't know, but I liked that class. I was the only junior. Everyone else was freshmen, so I was like the student aide, and I still got an A all the semesters. Then I took U.S. History honors, which that was hard. I don't know if it's just the class or if it was my teacher. My teacher gave a ton of homework. I had so much homework for that class. It was ridiculous. And then I had my Fashion Construction 3 class. Then I took Physics honors, which was hell. I took Graphic Design 1, which I learned that I'm not a graphic designer and I don't like computers and I don't like anything having to do with that class. And then I took Algebra 2, which that was hell too. So all of my core classes, so hard. Didn't do so hot in any of them. Yeah, it was hard. My schedule was pretty good. I just had a lot of work and I took 4 honors classes, 4 out of 8 honors classes. So I had a lot of work, and I also, starting in January, I also started working, and I work around 25 hours a week, which isn't that bad, but I mean, if you think about it, it's like 4 days a week. It's not that bad, whatever. I started working. I also was in volleyball, which was in the beginning of the year, so I honestly can't even remember back that far. That feels like such a long time ago, but I was in volleyball. I was captain. I was on JV, but like I was still captain. I really liked it in the beginning, and then it started to go downhill. I never ever get along with my coaches. I swear, I just have like a problem with coaches. I never get along with coaches, so this coming year will be interesting because they're all the same coaches and I don't really see eye to eye with a lot of them. So we'll see how volleyball goes my senior year, if I decide to try out or if I make the team. In the beginning of the year, I was in 2 clubs. Towards about January, I wasn't in 2 clubs anymore. My life just started to go downhill around January, let's be honest. I was in DECA and FCCLA, and then I was going to go to DECA State. If you don't know what DECA is, I couldn't even tell you what DECA stands for, honestly. But it's a really like well-known club. It's more like businessy. You like compete in things. I don't know. It's a really well-known club. So I was in DECA. I was supposed to go to DECA State, and I was actually supposed to compete with my business plan. So in my entrepreneurship class all year, the whole thing we were focusing on was our business plan. So I made this mobile cupcake truck, and it's called Sugar Shack, and I worked super, super hard on it. I had my presentation today, like my final presentation on it, and I was so proud of that project. Like, I still, like, it was freaking good. Like, I loved that class, and when I love a class, I will try 120% harder than when I don't really care for a class. So that was what I was going to compete. I was going to compete my whole business plan, but I ended up not going just due to some personal things that were happening. I just could not find it in me to do it, and I was just, January, like I said, January, I took my SAT and ACT this year, which, if you don't know what those are, they're basically just tests that you need to get in, you need to take, and to give your college's scores. I started getting a little bit more focused on college. I have a college guidance counselor, and he's been really helpful. I've, like, written all my college essays. I can start applying August 1st. So that is really nerve-wracking to me. I have, like, a whole college list. It's just, like, nerve-wracking because I don't think I'm gonna get in to a lot of the schools I want to go to, so that's why I'm nervous, but I know I'll get into a school that I really want to go to. I just know it. I feel it in my heart. Some other big things that happened was I got baptized, which I've talked about before. I got baptized February 22nd. That was, I don't know, junior year. I'm gonna talk a little bit about faith and religion really fast. So around around like October, November, I was kind of going through a hard time, and then leading into the new year, I really went through a rough time, so I really found comfort and I really turned to God during that time. It was amazing. It was such a great experience. I had all of my friends and family there. I had like 2 whole pews and rows filled with them. It was just really nice, and then we went to IHOP after, and it was really good. It was the best day of my life. I got my first car accident the day after I turned 17, the day after my birthday. I was parked in my school parking lot, and some girl who did not even have her permit in her parents' car pulled up really close to me, was trying to park, and then she reversed and just scraped the whole side of my car. So that was my first car accident, and I remember it was the day after my birthday, and I was so upset. I had to go in to school, fill out an incident report. I was pissed. So, but that all got fixed. It was fine. They say that people's true colors come out in high school, and let me tell you, everyone I know, their true colors came out in junior year, and I'm sure my true colors came out too. Okay, I'm just gonna touch on this because I don't really want to talk about it, to be honest. February, around February, January, my real rough time, me and my boyfriend broke up. Connor, he's been on here, I've talked about him, whatever. We dated for 2 years, we broke up. I didn't take it very well, let me be honest with you. It was just not fun, let me tell you, and I was in a really bad place. And I know how cliche that sounds, my boyfriend broke up with me, but it was just like so much more to me, and I want to do a video on it, not necessarily my story, but how to get over it and how to overcome. And that happened in January, February. It's June, and I can honestly say that I'm pretty much over it. I'm not completely over it. I'm just kind of approaching. So that was really hard for me, and it was just a really big eye-opener about who was there for me and who wasn't when I needed them. I found a lot of new great friends that were always there for me, and a lot of my older friends who I thought would be there for me weren't exactly present at that time. I also found out like who wanted to be friends with my boyfriend and who wanted to be friends with me, and it was just a really hard time. I found out like everybody's true colors came out. Everybody who was shady and a shit talker talked behind my back. I found that all out, and so moral of the story, I'm still friends with all of like my main friends that I have been friends with, but a lot of my friends from last year I am no longer friends with, just because bottom line, they weren't there for me when I was there for them, and they talked crap about me behind my back about things that probably shouldn't have been said, and yeah. So you'll definitely find that out if you haven't already, that people's true colors come out, and what it comes down to is just you, if you want to be friends with that person. I mean, I'm friends with a lot of people that have done me wrong, and I'm a very big forgiver. I cannot hold a grudge to save my life. And I mean, grudges are, you're not supposed to hold grudges, so I can't hold a grudge to save my life. So I'm a really big forgiver. I see the good in everyone after a while, and it goes with saying, like, don't get burned twice by the same flame. I tend to get burned multiple times by the same flame. So it just comes down to you. If you want to be friends with that person and you know you shouldn't, like, oh well, be friends with them. Maybe they'll change. That's never happened to me. Usually they are the same. It's really hard to change a person. People ultimately don't change for you. They change for themselves. So I also had to learn that with a few people, is I can't change people. You can't change people, honey bear. So it just comes down to you. I, at one point, just got to a point where I didn't want to be sad anymore, and I realized that a lot, like, my sadness was coming from a lot of my friends, so I just kind of weaved them out of my life, and I'm a lot happier person now, because for like 4 or 5 months it was not so good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I shed some light on some sort of aspect of something. I know I really didn't give much advice. If you guys have any questions for me or any video requests, leave them down below. I hope you guys enjoy these pictures coming up, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!
Think I can fly.